What if the secret to retiring rich was hidden in a story about fish? I want to tell you a story about two fishermen who lived on the same lake, caught the same fish, but ended up in very different places. This story is over 2,000 years old in wisdom, but today it explains the most important financial decision you'll make as a Canadian. On a quiet lake in British Columbia, two fishermen woke before dawn. Their names were Marcus and Elena. Marcus was ambitious. Every morning he cast his net wide. He caught as many fish as humanly possible. His family ate well. His table was full. And every winter he had fish stored for months. Elena fished differently. She caught only what her family needed that day. But before releasing the extra fish back into the water, she marked them. A small tag on the fin. Nothing fancy, just her mark. Every spring, the tax collector came to the lake. He visited Marcus first. Marcus, you caught 1,000 fish this year. Half belong to the crown. I'll take 500. Marcus sighed. He knew the rules, but every year it stung. Half his hard work gone. The tax collector approached Elena's dock. Elena, you caught only 200 fish this year. You owe nothing. Elena smiled. I know, she said. I paid my tax when I caught them. Every fish I kept, I paid for. The ones I marked and released, those are mine. No one can take them. One day, she said, I'll have enough marked fish that I can stop fishing entirely and live off what I've saved. Marcus paddled over to Elena's boat, confused. Elena, we catch the same fish. We live on the same lake. How do you keep more than I do? Elena replied, the fish aren't different. The timing is. I pay my tax when I fish. You pay yours when you bring them to shore. The question isn't how many fish you catch. It's when you choose to pay the tax collector. This story is the oldest financial debate in Canada. Marcus is using an RRSP. Elena is using a TFSA. Let me translate. When Marcus contributes to his RRSP, the government gives him a tax break today. His catch looks bigger on paper. He gets a refund. His net feels full. But when Marcus retires, when he finally brings those fish to shore, the tax collector is waiting. Every dollar he withdraws from his RRSP is taxed as income. Now look at Elena. She contributes to her TFSA. She gets no tax break today. Her catch looks smaller. But here's the magic. Every fish Elena marked, that money grows tax-free. Every dollar she withdraws in retirement, tax-free. No tax collector at her dock, ever. Let me give you the Canadian numbers because this is where it gets real. In 2026, the TFSA contribution limit is $7,000. That's Elena's marked fish. Money you put in grows tax-free forever. You can withdraw it anytime for anything and pay zero tax. The RRSP? You get a tax refund now. But when you withdraw, you pay tax at your marginal rate. For most Canadians under 50, here's the rule of thumb. If your income is lower now than you expect in retirement, RRSP first. If your income is higher now than you expect in retirement, TFSA first. If you don't know, TFSA first. Why? Because you want to pay tax when you're in a lower bracket, not when you're in a higher one. So what do you do today? 3 steps. Simple, doable. 1. Open a TFSA if you haven't already. Any Canadian over 18 can do this. Wealthsimple, Questrade, your bank. It takes 10 minutes. Don't overthink it. Just open it. 2. Check your contribution room. Log into My CRA. That's your marked fish limit. Don't exceed it, or you'll pay a penalty. But knowing your number is the first step to using it. 3. Start with $50 a month. I'm serious. Elena didn't build her marked fish overnight. She caught a few fish each day, marked them, released them. Small, consistent contributions win the race. Set up an automatic transfer. $50 every month. Watch it grow. Marcus learned Elena's lesson by winter. He didn't abandon his RRSP. He just changed the order. Now he contributes to his TFSA first, maxes it out. Then, if he has more, he uses his RRSP. His retirement? No longer at the mercy of the tax collector. Because Marcus finally understood, the goal isn't to catch the most fish. The goal is to keep what you catch. Elena taught him something else, too. She said, Marcus, we're not competing. We're neighbors. Share what you learn. So here I am, sharing it with you. If this parable helped you see the difference, subscribe. There's more where this came from. Stories that make Canadian finance make sense. This is Smart Finance Canada, where money meets meaning.